Test. What's up, guys? It's Francis. I'm dead again. Welcome to my channel and the program. So, I have been gathering some thoughts regarding human nature. Specifically, I like to talk about the general impression of Asian people, more specifically, Chinese, Japanese, Korean people. I suspect most Westerners will see Asian men, especially Japanese, Chinese, Korean men, well too docile to go against, to act, to behave against women. Why I have been constantly considering the authenticity of that statement or saying. So first of all, let's talk about me. In general, I don't consider myself that docile because I usually tend to rebel against people's advice, people's recommendations, especially recommendations, suggestions from women. That include, but are not limited to, my grandma, to my biological mother, to whoever, whoever wants to control me, to take control of me. So yeah, and I can recall that there was one time that I said something especially offensive, somewhat offensive to a female librarian at my high school. I said this to her in order, especially for a man, in order to become successful, he must become aggressive first. He must become, he must crave or thirst for vengeance, for progression, for the authority to take control of something or someone. So I once mentioned this to her, and then she said, "Well, Francis, one day you will get to know that you are gravely mistaken." Perhaps. Well, I don't know. Perhaps someday I might find myself in a position or a difficult situation where I began to regret of saying that. So that still remains to be seen. So what do you guys think? Do you think Asian men should get rid of this docile attribute in order to become more successful, or to get more respect from Westerners, especially Caucasian females? And I believe it will also play a very significant role in getting to know ourselves better once we once we can make up our mind, once we can reach a consensus about how exactly docile a man should become in front of his female family members, especially wives, mothers, grandmothers, and also some female associates, such as female superiors, female mentors, female teachers, female lecturers, etc., so on and so forth. So and I also like to make some replies to since I promised to make the part 2 of the reply video I previously made in response to the reply video from one of my audiences or subscribers named I'm Better Than You Is. Never mind. I will make that video later because I don't think I have gathered enough sufficient amount of arguments to prove my claims here. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think of what I just said, in case I have overlooked something critically important, or feel free to let me know. I'm your host, Francis and Death, signing off. See you next time on YouTube. Stay faithful, stay blessed, and stay tuned. Cheers. Bye-bye.